Peace and blessings to you, friends. My name is Malik Jordan, and it's truly an honor to walk this journey with you. As a Bible teacher, a lifelong student of culture, and someone who believes with all my heart that faith should engage the world head-on with love, with truth, and with unwavering courage, I'm grateful you're here. Welcome to Voices on My Book, a space where we don't shy away from the tough topics or uncomfortable questions. Instead, we lean in. We approach these moments with scripture in one hand and compassion in the other, committed to both honesty and empathy. For the next few episodes, I'll be your guide as we dig into some of the deeper spiritual truths surrounding peacemaking, submission, conflict, and what it genuinely means to follow Jesus when the world feels tense and divided. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're real struggles, real questions, and real opportunities for growth. I want to be clear. I don't pretend to have all the answers, but what I do believe deeply is that we can learn together. We can wrestle honestly with our doubts and questions, and in that process come away wiser, stronger, and more united. So wherever you find yourself today, whether you're curious, skeptical, hopeful, or maybe even hurting, I'm glad you've chosen to tune in. Stick with us. Let's go beyond surface level conversations and dive deep together. Today's episode is especially personal for me because the reality is this: conflict isn't a curse. It's actually an invitation. Think about that for a moment. So often we try to run from tension to escape pressure, believing it's a sign that something is wrong. But sometimes the very tension we're desperate to avoid is God's way of pressing us toward our true purpose. Pressure has an uncanny way of revealing what's genuine, of squeezing out what's real, what matters most. If you've ever felt like you were born into conflict, caught in the crossfire between nations, within your own family, or even battling turmoil inside your own heart, you're not alone. You're in good company. Let's take a look at the story of Joseph in Genesis 37 through 50. Joseph's life was marked by conflict at every turn. Betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused and thrown into prison, forgotten by those he helped. Yet through every setback, every painful twist, God was weaving a larger story. Every trial moved Joseph closer to the promise God had whispered to him in his dreams as a young man. The conflict Joseph faced didn't cancel his calling. In fact, it confirmed it. And maybe, just maybe, your story is unfolding in the same way. But let's go even deeper. Consider Moses in Exodus chapter 2. Moses witnessed injustice, a Hebrew slave being beaten by an Egyptian. He acts impulsively, then flees in fear, running from both the conflict and his own identity. But years later, God calls Moses back to that very place of pain and brokenness, not to react in anger this time, but to lead with authority and purpose. What if the very conflicts we're tempted to flee are the ones God is calling us to return to, not driven by rage or resentment, but empowered by his authority, ready to bring healing and redemption? That's why on this channel, we're not shrinking back from hard conversations. We're showing up, especially when peace seems out of reach. We're choosing to engage, to listen, and to speak truth in love, even when it's difficult. In her thought-provoking book, Seeking Peace, Biblical Solutions to the Israeli and Palestinian Conflict, Tiffany Gerdine reminds us that real solutions don't begin with politicians or world leaders. They begin with people of faith, willing to step into the tension with humility and hope. One quote from her book stands out to me: "The Bible doesn't shy away from tension. It invites us to bring truth, humility, and love into it." Like, that's where you and I come in. Your life, your voice, your witness, they matter deeply in this world. So here's today's reflection for you to consider. What conflict has God placed near you, not so you can run from it, but so you can be part of its redemption? I invite you to share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your experience might be the encouragement someone else needs to hear. And if this message resonated with you, please like, share, and send it to someone you know who might be navigating conflict right now. Remember, pressure doesn't destroy your purpose. It unlocks it. It shapes and refines you for the work God has called you to do. I'm Malik Jordan, and this is Voices on My Book. Stay anchored in truth, stay bold in love, and above all, stay peace-driven.